city of history, a city of opportunities, a city of the young and the restless, where many dream of owning a home of their own. Delhi has always been in demand among house hunters, but the options here have either been limited or too overpriced. But now all that is set to change. Just when you thought that Delhi had saturated with no land left to develop, 5 new sub-cities are going to be created within the capital by the Delhi Development Authority. Over 65,000 hectares of land is ready to be unlocked for development and redevelopment once the Delhi Master Plan 2021 gets cleared by the end of 2013. For all those home seekers who dream of making Delhi their home, expect a large supply of housing to come up, both in affordable to mid-income to high income, to come up in the city in the next few years. Similar to Rohini, Narela and Dwarka, the Delhi Development Authority will develop 5 new sub-cities within Delhi. The Master Plan for Delhi 2021 has earmarked 5 new development zones in the last peripheral villages of Delhi. There is Zone L in southwest Delhi, lying close to Dwarka and sectors of New Gurgaon. Then there is Zone N in northwest Delhi, adjoining Rohini. Zone J is being developed in South Delhi, making it well connected to the airport, Gurgaon and Central Delhi. Zones K1 and K2 are located south of the NH10 and adjoin the existing sub-city of Dwarka. Zones P1 and P2 in North Delhi are located on either side of the NH1. Out of these 5 zones, land experts are most bullish on the potential of Zone N and L.
Zone N is 13,975 hectares. The beauty about this zone is that there is fair economic activity being planned in this. For example, this is the Bhavana Industrial Area, and this is the DSI-DC Soft Industries Park, or the Knowledge-Based Industrial Park. The other key element is this zone is far away from the flight path. Hence, this area will attract higher FSI. Okay, Zone L is about 21,900 hectares, close to about 50,000 acres, 55,000 acres. This is about 58 villages. As far as planning is concerned, there is not just a 100-meter UER, there is also 80-meter road and a 60-meter road. Both of them have MRTS or a monorail or a metro corridor planned.
Is this going to be a purely residential housing zone?
Yeah, this will predominantly have residential. There is no manufacturing activity planned in this zone. But one of the key triggers is this zone is next to the Gurgaon city, right? And this has a very good mix of green belt farmhouse as well as high-rise or multiple dwelling units development.
Talking about the other zones, Zone J will have a pilot project for mixed land use along national highways and a transit-oriented development project. But Zone J does not have a contiguous supply of land because of existing farmhouses in areas like Sadbari and Mehroli, and prices here have already crossed 15 to 20 crores an acre. In zones P1 and P2, the key driver here is the industrial activity and the resultant job creation. An integrated freight complex and an industrial zone by the Delhi State Industrial Development Corporation are planned. Land prices here start from 2 crores an acre. In zones K1 and K2, 2 special economic zones are proposed. Fresh supply of housing will be limited due to existing unauthorized colonies. DDA's new land pooling policy and the Delhi government's move to lift the restriction on use of agricultural land for construction purposes in the Lal Dora areas across 360 villages in Delhi will make redevelopment the big opportunity in these 5 zones. Big to mid-sized developers are learned to have already bought land across the 5 new zones to develop projects, while private equity firms are launching real estate funds solely focused on the Delhi Master Plan 2021.
For the first time, and perhaps for the last time now, you have private sector participation allowed in Delhi. This has come after 4 decades. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is that this is the last opportunity to actually acquire and develop land. After this, you're only going to see Mumbai-style redevelopment opportunities.
Experts believe that once development kicks off in these 5 new sub-cities of Delhi, property prices in NCR markets, especially Dwarka Expressway, could rationalize to some extent. But investing in land is a high-risk, high-return game, and individual investors must make informed decisions.
people should participate in this through pooled vehicles, such as realty funds. And the reason I say this is that there are risks involved in this. People don't realize that the master plan is yet to be notified, land, could get acquired, the pooling policy may take time to play out, there could be external development charges, and for those who are wanting to buy a house, I would say, they should wait until the policy plays out, and the infrastructure that is so important, to the high rises starts to getting built out.
The challenge, however, before the planning authorities is to ensure that these new zones cater to the housing demand of end users and not just become a playground for investors. In Delhi, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.